Susan, as a guitar player, I'm very vexed with Prince's guitar playing now. Uh, Back in the day in the 80s, there weren't a lot of different companies that made different pedals and effects. Usually it was Boss, who are owned by Roland, MXR. Did he ever like? I loved the clean tone on the Purple Rain song. Like, can we talk about what effects he used? I'm assuming it was a Boss chorus of some type, maybe, or
He loved those Boss pedals and he wouldn't use any other brand. So whenever we were recording, and we had to have several of these because he almost didn't work without it. He had the array of foot pedals, and he'd mix them up because it would only fit, I think, like 6 pedals in the gray plastic case. So he loved the orange distortion pedal and the heavy metal pedal, and he loved the flanger, he loved the chorus, he loved the delay. He loved those pedals. So we'd mix them up depending on which song he was playing and what effect he wanted. He usually took his guitar. The guitar he played was a Hohner. It was that Telecaster Copy.
mm-hmm.
It was great for recording in the studio. The Cloud guitar, the white one that he made famous in the Purple Rain movie, was not a good recording instrument. So in the studio we used that Hohner most of the time. For a clean sound, I always used the Countryman Direct Box. The Countryman was a great fit for that Hohner. At that time in the 80s, Prince used 11 gauge strings, the really heavy strings, and he had such a fondness for sustained notes, as you know. He was a fan of Carlos Santana, and he imitated his style very much. So he would play those heavy 11 gauge strings, and he'd use this product that you don't see much anymore, Finger Ease. You know about Finger
Yeah,
Ease? Little spray can,
the
you spray
spray.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you spray it on the strings. He always had to have that finger ease. Anyway, his guitar would come out and would run through his effects pedals and then out of the effects pedals and into the direct box and into an API on the DiMedio console mic preamp or a customized mic preamp. That was his clean tone. I don't remember if we ever just ditched those Boss pedals entirely and came straight out of the direct box and into the preamp. Probably, but he liked having those effects pedals there. He liked having them not be preset, but he liked them to be manually adjustable. On stage, he wanted to be able to kick on whichever effect he wanted at any given time, and he didn't want that to be preset for him in advance. He liked to do it on the fly. When it came to his distorted sound, it was the same path, only instead of going to a direct box, it would go to his Mesa Boogie amp with a bag end cabinet. He loved that Mesa Boogie tone. And then to mic that cabinet, myself, I liked the Sennheiser 421. It's always nice. I still like it to this day on guitar. Love that mic. Sometimes it'd be a 57, but I like the 421 a little bit better if we had it available. And again, with those pedals in front of him on the floor in front of him, he could stomp on whichever one he needed to create the effect that he wanted.